Welcome to another episode of I Know Jax, the show that helps you find great places to eat local, drink local, and be local. I'm Joe Talentino. Now I have a great show for you today because I'm going to Ends BBQ, and then we're going to find out what's brewing in Jax, and then we're going to talk about gadgets with Jeff Spear, the Gadget Guy. And I also have a new giveaway for you. That and much more in this week's episode of I Know Jax. Today I'm excited because we're going to start out by talking about one of my favorite things to eat, barbecue. Those of you who came out to the 300th episode party are already familiar with Shane and Ends BBQ because that's the food we had at our party and everybody loved it. Well, Shane and his wife Tiffany have been serving barbecue from their food truck, but now they have also opened a restaurant and I just had to go check it out. Today I'm at Ends BBQ on San Jose Boulevard, and guess what? I decided I love their barbecue. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to try, so I said, I'm gonna try it all. Talk to me about your decision to open a restaurant while having a food truck.
Well, when you go everywhere you go and you sell out, and you have 20 people standing at the window going, what happened? You gotta figure out another way. So this is what we came up with. 600 pounds of meat on a day on a food truck, just not enough. Now we're doing anywhere between 800 to 900 pounds, and we're starting to figure out, the word's getting out, we're gonna have to go get another smoker, you know? But as our door says, 11 a.m. to sold out. You know what that represents is fresh food every day.
Right.
You know, it's not how we make it, it's how we prepare it.
Okay.
Let's get on the base of a good clean fire and the right wood. That's what makes the food, and a right smoker. Now let's get into what we cook. We do all of our proteins: brisket, ribs, chicken, pork, turkey, and sausage. And we're getting back into house making our own sausage again, which is the daddle provolone, is what we won with at the 2016 Daddle Pepper Festival. Everything's house made. All of our sauces are house made. We do a green bean, a smoked collard green, coleslaw, which isn't smoked, a daddle pit bean, smoked mac and cheese.
Okay, so you got a lot of things that hit that smoker. You must spend a lot of time there.
Yes and no. You know, I spend 50-50 prepping and cooking.
Cool.
There's a lot more that the smoker does than I do, so, and he's not even on payroll. But everything we do is smoked, yes. We don't have a stove, we don't have a fryer, we don't have anything in the back. Last year, we were voted #1 brisket in Jacksonville out of 81 or 83 restaurants, thank you. You know, when you eat our brisket, there's 3 flavor profiles that I like to hit, and one seasoning, one is the meat, the other is the smoke. Let them all combine, let them work together. The wood is the biggest factor in the whole cook. We follow Texas on our brisket, salt and pepper. We use a blackjack oak, as close to post oak as you can get here in the southern region. You move out west, you got your post oak, you have your hickory, you have your pecan, blah, 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 blah. Unnecessariness, other people like it, I don't. It's just a personal preference. So I like the blackjack. It burns cleaner, it burns hotter, and it puts another aroma on there that, you know, hickory and all that can't do. If you don't smell smoke, it's a joke.
Okay, so I want to give you a rundown on this. I got all the meats because I couldn't choose one. The good thing about their barbecue is, as Shane said, they use the best woods and the smoke is excellent. Now their sides are not bad either. They're definitely up to par. And to top it all off, and you know, you got to have some banana pudding, but they took it to the next level and they're doing banana pudding ice cream. And of course, wash it all down with a Cheerwine soda because why not, right? See you guys here at Ends BBQ on San Jose. That looked great, right? Burnt Ends BBQ is in Mandarin on San Jose Boulevard. So when you go and see them, make sure to let them know that you saw their story right here on I Know Jax. You see, I do my best to help spread the word about small local businesses in the community, so you can help me by letting them know you heard about them from I Know Jax. And here's another interesting fact. We have the Big Food Festival GastroFest coming up on March 24th, and Burnt Ends BBQ is going to be one of the restaurants serving in the VIP area. Hey, and welcome to What's Brewing in Jax. Every week I take a look at what's happening in the craft beer scene in Jacksonville. I'm at Really Good Beer Stop on 3rd Street in Jax Beach, and today I'm having a quack from Tampa Bay Brewing Company. I think craft beer is great because there are so many different styles of beer. There's definitely something for everybody. And here at Really Good Beer Stop, they often have special sampling events with different breweries. Now, I always enjoy these events because you learn a lot about the beers and how they're made. Highland Brewing is the brewery that's going to be represented next. They've been around for a long time and have some really good beers. So make sure to stop by a Really Good Beer Stop for that on Thursday, March 8th. Our friends at Veterans United Brewing are having a fun beer pairing event. At this event, you get 6 courses, 5 cupcakes paired with Veterans United brews and 1 beer float. How about that? Veterans United has paired up with Small Cakes Cupcakery and Creamery for this event. So if you have a sweet tooth or a sweetheart who loves cupcakes or beer, this event's for you. The pairing takes place on Friday, March 9th. You can find more info on Veterans United Facebook page. We also have a big birthday this week. Bog Brewing Company in St. Augustine is celebrating its 2nd anniversary. Now, I'm actually a little bit embarrassed about this one because I have not been there yet. And now I think it's time for me and for you to take a trip to St. Augustine. For the anniversary, Bog Brewing is doing a bottle release of their 2nd anniversary ale, and there's also a small amount of that beer available on draft. And there's barbecue. All that kicks off at 1 o'clock at Bog Brewing. So it sounds like a road trip to St. Augustine. Now, to me, a sure sign of spring is the Gate River Run. Thousands of runners are participating in this great event. Now, I'm not much of a runner myself. You might have figured that one out. I'm a biker. So running, not so much. But I will admit that most runners I've met like to have a beer or two after a big run like the Gate River Run. And I'm very supportive of that trend. Many places around town have special events for the Gate River runners and families. And here are 2 that I wanted to give a shout out to. Town Beer Company is dedicated to serving only Jacksonville brewed beer on tap. And they're inviting runners to stop by between 1 and 6 p.m. to recuperate with a pint and food from Salt and Pepper Gourmet Street Kitchen. That's on Saturday, March 10th. Now, Intuition is continuing its tradition called Kegs and Eggs. Hey, if you run the whole Gate River Run, I think you deserve some delicious brunch food from Black Sheep and at Intuition and a pint of good craft beer. That's also on Saturday, March 10th, starting at 9:30 for the fast runners out there. Now, join the celebration at Atlantic Beach Brewing Company and enjoy $6 6-packs for 1 day only, as the first 25 people will also get a free 6-pack of their choice. They are celebrating the fact that the 2 Minutes, a Crushable Session IPA, and Duality IPA, and Mayport Red have found their way into bright, shiny cans. They're going to be ready for the beach and backyard parties, and this happens noon to midnight on March 10th at Atlantic Beach Brewing Company. Now, last week I got an opportunity to meet the folks from Tampa Bay Brewing Company here at Really Good Beer Stop. Now, Tampa is one of those real meccas for craft beer in our region, and they celebrate craft beer for an 8-day long week, the first week of March. The whole thing ends on Saturday, March 10th, when it's Hunapua Day at Cigar City Brewing's annual craft beer celebration. I know I butchered that name, Hunapua, whatever, but Christian back here knows how to say it real well, right? How do you say it, Christian? Hunapua. Hunapua. So Hunapua's Imperial Stout's what they're going to be doing there. Now this year they even had to move the event from downtown to Buccaneers football stadium parking lot. That's just another sign that the craft beer scene is exploding in our area. Now, I'm not going to Tampa for the Tampa Beer Craft Week. I'm going to be staying right here in Jacksonville. Now, if you want to try the Quat from Tampa Bay Brewing Company, you need to hurry because at Really Good Beer Stop, they rotate their 20 beers on tap all the time, so there's always something new. Cheers! Jacksonville Beach's ultimate craft beer and growler store. Here at I Know Jax, we do our best to support local businesses in the community. Visit our website to find out how we can help promote your business on iknowjax.com.
Call Joe directly at 904-345-0755 or visit iknowjax.com/advertising.
I like to cook, I really do. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I do get a lot of hands-on training. Now, since I started doing I Know Jax, I've spent many hours in restaurant kitchens with very talented chefs. And I would like to say that I might have picked up a thing or two. Now, I don't practice cooking as much as I would need to actually get really good at it. I spend most of my time practicing eating. Now that I'm really good at. Now, I've done my fair share of judging others. Yeah, I know, go figure. But I never really spent a lot of time thinking about what kind of tools you could use in the kitchen. But my friend Jeff Spear, the Gadget Guy, does a lot of thinking about that kind of stuff. So Jeff Spear, the Gadget Guy, is once again in the house, and today I'm intrigued because I see a vodka bottle on the table.
I knew that would have you going.
You got me going for sure.
Well, let me tell you about it.
What are we doing?
Well, first off, I just want to explain that, the premise, as always, is make it easy in the kitchen, make it seamless in the kitchen, provide some decorative or some entertaining stuff, or make it fun.
Fun.
So today's about fun.
I like it.
Okay, so
Cool fun.
some of you may have heard, but over the holidays, I made up a drink specifically for I Know Jax.
Okay.
It's called Everything's Just Ducky.
Got it.
Okay, so if you look here,
A little
you
bit of
see.
play on words, I get it.
Yeah.
You're clever.
So there's this company called Tavolo, and they make these rubber ducky molds. That's what this is. They're a little bit like plaster of Paris molds, if you remember them from when
Yep.
you were a kid.
Of course.
And you put whatever you want in there, the mixture. You stick them in the freezer, you mold them, and voila.
Sounds complicated.
So it's not, it's really simple. So you take one of these little duckies, and this ducky is orange juice, cream, sugar, and a dash of vanilla.
It's like a creamsicle.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then, so we'll do for two, because there's you and I,
Gotcha.
okay? And then we take a little bit of,
Just a splash.
just a splash, and these
My
duckies,
my
look at
duck
that.
likes to get
That,
covered.
that
He likes
ducky's
the back.
heavy, yeah.
That's a happy ducky.
Now, the secret to these is because the duckies are frozen, you need to let this sit for a while.
Okay.
Because they want to infuse into the vodka. So we'll just let
So
those.
let that be.
We'll just let
While
that
we do the next thing, which is really
go. Next thing, which is, now these are called mini pops. Same sort of premise
Concept,
here.
yeah.
It's still a rubberized thing. These are made by Zoku.
Okay.
Now, you can fill these with whatever you want. Now, I filled them with fruit juice, so you can see here.
So just like old school where you did it with Kool-Aid,
but
whatever.
they're small and good for kids.
Yeah.
Or if you make them for an adult and you put more savory flavorings in, Bloody Mary mix, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then you've got a little amuse-bouche for a dinner party. Yeah.
Amuse-bouche is fancy for.
Tease the mouth. And so what I've
Don't
done
even
here.
want to go there.
And so what I've done is I put a couple of different varieties in,
so it's a
and so
little-
it can be like a
it's a
grab bag.
surprise.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
it's fun.
It is fun.
And then if the flavors, I don't know about alcohol because you have to watch the freezing point.
Right.
But you can
You
do
could mix a
interesting
little bit.
things,
Yeah,
and it's
sure.
like, you put that. What's that in your mouth? Oh, what a great flavor.
Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche. Yeah. Okay. So we continue.
Okay, well,
Now-
please let's continue.
You'll hear from time to time. I'll bring products from Alessio into the sector.
I know you
and-
like
and
it.
the
They're
segment.
Italian. They're super cool design.
Yeah. And so this is a little guy called Pissolino. Now, Pissolino is just this cute little thing.
Yeah, of course he is.
He looks at you. Hi, Joe.
I know, he looks like an alien.
And you lift it up, and it's just a Q-tip holder.
But is
Okay,
it?
but you look up a little bit further.
Now we know why
It's
it's called
Pissolino.
That's
I
pretty
think
cool.
it's very fun.
Now-
Yeah, Leslie does a lot of things.
And if it'll
tongue-in-cheek.
get the kids to use the cotton swabs, then go for it, right?
Well, I think it might get someone else to use the cotton swab. But not to be outdone, Alessi also makes this little guy. It's called Otto.
Otto.
And Otto is spewing dental floss.
We got it.
You know, and it's got a little cutter thing there, and so you can just give it a yank, and he's fun.
He's fun.
Now, Otto has a sibling. Otto's sibling is called Rondo. And Rondo
What does he do?
Rondo's is very similar, but Rondo fits on the end of a toothpaste tube, and it's capped, and so you spew toothpaste out of.
Oh, he's
its
not
mouth.
pooping it out.
No,
It's
it's
just
like
could have been.
just like Otto is spewing
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
dental floss. So anyway,
I'm sorry, my imagination went somewhere
so
else.
Otto and Rondo run about $16. Piccolino, I think he's under 40. All these molds are under 20.
Okay.
So it's easy to go.
So it's a lot of good fun when you come to that.
Well, nothing beats the fun.
Speaking of good
having
fun.
just ducky.
Just a,
So-
that's a cool looking duck.
Yeah, and so you want to make sure you have the right glassware. I served these at Christmas, and they were in a not so clear glass,
Mine's
so it wasn't as
swimming in
much fun.
circles.
Yeah. They're migrating.
Exactly.
So anyway, as we do at the end of any particular segment,
Sure.
it's always nice to have a toast.
And I'll say, cheers to the next Gadget Guy. And if you'd like, any of these you can find on our website at knowjax.com/Gadget Guy. Photos, descriptions, and links to where you can buy them. See you on the next Gadget Guy.
Hey, this is Steve with Trivia Nation. It's time to get your think on. Our question today is, what empire lasted from 1324 to 1922? What empire lasted from 1324 to 1922?
I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at knowjax.com.
Hey, before the break, we asked you what empire lasted from 1324 to 1922. Nice work if you knew that that was the Ottoman Empire. Please join us at any of our 50 locations in Northeast Florida. Just go to trivianation.com for more details.
Today I'm doing a different kind of giveaway. Vertel us means tell us more in Dutch, and that's where the team who created this game is from. These guys were pondering some difficult questions like, is technology making us lose touch with people? Is our crazy, fast-paced lifestyle preventing us from connecting with others? What this Dutch group did was to create a game that can best be described as a conversation starter, more than a game. It's perfect for those times when you want to connect with a group and get into a little bit of a deeper conversation. Now, I'd love to do this with my family for Easter or any other big holiday. It would also make an unusual and wonderful gift to somebody who's trying to improve their life offline. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, you can win one of these games, and all you have to do is go to knowjax.com/giveaway to enter. The Independent Living Resource Center of Northeast Florida hosted their Mystery Trip Suitcase Party this weekend. It's an unusual fundraiser where 3 lucky couples were whisked away on exclusive adventure by air, land, and sea. Now, I met up with Tyler Morris to find out more about the nonprofit.
So the services that we provide are as unique as the people that come in, because what we are is what's called consumer controlled. So if someone comes in and they set a goal for independence, we help them achieve that goal. There's so many people out there that are looking for support, even at different times of their lives. Disability is the only minority group that you can join at any moment. So some of the people that are coming to us are newly diagnosed, maybe had a traumatic incident that has left them as a person with a disability. But some of the challenges that we have are just expanding our services to everybody that's in need. 1 in 5 people have a disability. And if you multiply that by the millions that are in Northeast Florida, it's a lot of people to reach. So things like the fundraiser that we're having, the Mystery Trip Suitcase Party, allows us to build those resources that we're able to reach more people.
That's it for this week's episode of I Know Jax. If you couldn't make it out to see the cooking demos at the I Know Jax cooking stage at the Home and Patio Show this weekend, don't worry. You can go to knowjax.com/demos to watch any of them at your leisure. At iknowjax.com, you can also find the new giveaway for this week, and most importantly, the link to sign up for my newsletter, The Insider. You'll need that to keep up with me and everything fun in Jax, and we're hitting festival season right now, so hold on to your hats, it's gonna be a fun ride. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you again next week, but before then, I'll see you on the internet.